Okay, I haven't done a video in a couple of days because we've been busy. Daughter's graduation, people keep coming over. Whoa, it's been a long weekend. But I got something different, something new. Because just don't talk about swords, but other things too in Japanese culture, and hopefully we'll move into like European too. But this right here that I have is something that most people probably don't know about. And some may, some may not, some may never even seen one before. So, and that is a jutte. Now these are practice ones. So they're chrome plated. They look like a sai, but they're not. So they got one tang on the side, and then it's just wrapped. Now some had elaborate Edo wrap, some may have had jewels on the handle, some just had Samigawa on the handle, some would have maybe wood on the handle. It depended. And this is a short one. Some were 24 inches long, actually. And what is a jute and the purpose of it? The jute is what the Edo police used. It's a non-lethal tool. You said there's a debate. They said they would use this portion to catch a sword. Don't think they would, considering that's pretty close to your hand. Maybe when they deflect it, they'd hook it from the top and push it down, so they'd come back and smack you. But mainly what this hook was for was to hook your clothes, hook you in the mouth with it, maybe the nostril, pull you with it. That's really what the hook is for. Some had an edge. It's rare that some had an edge. Normally it's like this one, round or octagon shape. They look, like I said, a sai, but they're not a sai. And jute means 10 hands. So what they think they're referring to is the kanji number 10, the way it's written. That's why it's called basically 10 hands. They're not sure. And jute is spelled two different ways. Jotte and Jitte. And they're both pronounced the same way. Jute. And then some had like a tassel. But samurai would carry these, because here's the kicker. Samurai would carry two swords, wakizashi and a katana. On the shogunate palace grounds, you were not allowed to carry a sword of any kind when you enter the grounds. So you had to give up both your swords, except for a jute. So you could carry this on you. And they actually had a saya for these. They were metal with a wood cord. And you just, or they'd just be plain metal, and they slip inside. And some of them will keep them hidden on them, so you didn't see them. Since they would collect taxes, the tax collectors would have maybe an elaborate looking one. There's variations. This also, cats are going crazy. They also had, because they're just made out of iron, straight up iron. They even had a katana that was just nothing but iron. It was used for armor in people who weren't in armor, but the Edo police would use these. So the iron katana, which had no edge, they would literally use it to smack you with it. So if that didn't break your bone, I don't know what else would. I mean, if you hit someone hard enough with this, probably it would break a bone. So found this quite interesting, and I found these actually on Amazon. You can buy antique jutes on eBay. Some of them are kind of pricey, some of them aren't. And they're all different sizes, different handles. There was no such standard in how to make a jute. But if anybody's interested, and just getting a set for their collection on Amazon just to mess around with. This is the better deal because you get two. Now shipping's like $20 something, and it comes out to total to 50. Okay, they have one on there where the guard it's blue and the guard is actually flat, and it doesn't have very good reviews, and you just get one and it's $50. So which one's the better deal? I mean, $50, I get two. So, which is kind of cool. These would go up on our sword rack, our sword cabinet that I built. Figure out how I can display these up there. But yeah, so when they couldn't carry a sword, this is what they would carry. The jute. Like I said, it's quite interesting little tool. It wasn't really meant to kill. It was just maybe hit you on the noggin, knock some sense into you or something. But other than that, I mean, they had some pretty interesting weapons to subdue people, criminals and stuff like that. One of them I can't find, they don't make reproductions of, and antique ones are really expensive because they're hard to come by. So I'm probably going to wind up making one just to show what they look like and how they work. It's actually pretty smart how they would use it to, they would basically roll it in their hand like this, and what it does is it grabs your clothes, and then they would just yank you to the ground. So it's quite neat. It really is. So hopefully sometime this year I'll start making that. I forget the name of it, so don't ask me the name. But when I get around to making it, I'll be making a video on that. But very, very interesting stuff that they did, because there's actually a lot of stuff in their history that was lost, that people don't know about. It's not really lost, just it wasn't very popular. So, but they used it. Like, we always associate the shuriken, ninja throwing stars with ninjas. When in reality, actually, the samurai used them more than a ninja did. They would keep them tucked inside their shirt, in their kimono shirt, because there's actually a pocket inside them where they stitch it up, and they would put throwing spikes in there, or attach them to their arm, or stars inside their sleeves. So yeah, they actually carried more than just their sword. They carried these, and like I said, these would be hidden inside maybe their clothing or something, so that way, if they had to turn in their swords for some reason, they had this right here. So yeah, kind of interesting. So we will see you all later. Maybe another video later on today. Who knows? Got some gardening to do, help my wife with. So hopefully everyone's Sunday is going good. And I will talk to you all later.